Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
Good morning. Welcome to Brambleberry Cottage. So we've got the three of us today. We are tackling a fun project. We are redoing our, and I'm pointing this way because it's out this way, right out our kitchen window. We are redoing, we're going to call it our pond patio. So we've had, the way our patio is, we have a brick path, a walkway, and from the shed to the walkway, in between that, near right next to the pond, we have a little landscaped area
Garden.
that's run amok. It's gotten a little bit crazy.
Overgrown, really shaggy looking. Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
hmm
So it was kind of a whim project. It's not something we planned on. You had mentioned it the other day, like, hey, should we do something about this? Maybe we could
Yeah.
make a patio there. And it's like, yeah, right away. Let's dig it up. We found some free bricks online on Facebook Marketplace.
Good source.
Yeah, it's great.
That's like the core of this project. And a lot of our projects is we just found something for free.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, this is a perfect place for them.
Exactly. Yeah. It looks like just about the right amount we need for the project. So
Yeah, we did like a rough measurement and it's kind of perfect. So
It is.
wow.
And if we run short, we have some on hand.
We have extra.
we have a few extra. Yeah.
We always keep a little extra, and we always have areas where, for drainage near the house, we keep it against us. We can always pull from that reserve if we wanted to as well. So it looks like we'll have enough.
Yeah.
You
Looks
guys-
like
okay.
roughly. So yeah.
I'm excited. As you know, Paul cannot do a lot of work, so he's going to be kind of pointing and helping here and there, telling us what to do, but Jacob is going to be essential in this project. So this will be a Jacob project, and I'll fill in at the end with some decorating and some help along the way. So I'm actually very excited. I hope you're excited. Good.
I'm excited too, if anybody cares.
Well, I know you are, but I'm saying for the work that he's going to be doing.
I'm excited that I won't have to do the work.
Right,
So
right.
it's gonna be
Are you excited then?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm excited to watch.
I'm
Okay.
excited on your behalf.
We're all excited. So a couple different things with that project. We're going to be using the free brick. We had a bistro set that we invested in a long time ago, and we had given it to our daughter who moved into her own house. She doesn't use it. It just sits there collecting dust. So we asked her and we thought, are you still using it? I was looking online, Facebook Marketplace, for either a cheap or free bistro set. It's either expensive, not quite our style, or just was sold out or we couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So we had asked her, lo and behold, she only uses 2 chairs from it. It came with 4 chairs. So we had grabbed 2 of the chairs and the table, and we're excited to clean that up and probably touch it up because it's faded from the sun, re-spray paint it, and set it up right next to our little spot there.
Yeah.
If it's the 3 of us sitting out there, we have extra chairs. We could just pull one up that morning. But I picture it being a perfect spot to have coffee or wine by the pond, whatever we imagine.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a lovely little spot to sit by the pond.
It's a great spot in our yard because it's shaded. It's always shaded. Most of our yard is in full sun, so
Yeah.
in the summertime it's unbearable unless you're under an umbrella or something. But this is in the shade of some trees by the pond. It's always cool over there.
It's a
great
cute
spot.
little nook.
Yeah, and our yard, like, I think it needs more seating. Like, we actually have a lot of seating, but it's nice having it more spread out because, like you said, it's often shadier there, and like we'll sit on the deck a lot, but it's just the sun keeps moving and you're constantly in the sun. You have to keep moving around, and
Yeah.
it gets really hot here sometimes.
Yes.
But
Yes. So
yeah,
hopefully this will be a nice spot.
yeah, and we have like company over a lot, like little gatherings, so that you kind of want more seating anyway.
Yeah.
And more options, because we have these
Yeah.
little rooms around our yard. It gives us a little, like, oh, maybe we don't want to sit here today. We want to sit near the pond. It's kind of nice to have a little nook over there. And if I wanted to talk through the kitchen window, I can. They're sitting right there.
Yeah, it's not
So
far, yeah.
it works out lovely. So we're hoping it'll all come together smoothly. We actually need sand to put down at the bottom and a little bit on top and between the bricks. And we do. Thanks to the one good thing about that woodchuck is when he was in our rocks, he was doing this and pulling sand out. Because of that, we have all the sand we
You can use that
need.
sand, yeah.
Because we have a lot of sand naturally on our property. We've had to kind of repair soil here and there. So there's a ton of that exact sand that we need.
Yeah, it's like below the topsoil kind of thing. So Yeah, this woodchuck dug a bunch of it up, so
Yeah.
we're gonna use that.
Sometimes when a groundhog closes a door, he opens a window. I think is the lesson.
I think that's the lesson here.
I think that's what
Yeah.
it's all about, yeah. So, I mean, it looks really messy there, but it's great, it's going to help this project. So that was free, we didn't have to buy sand, although sand is pretty cheap, folks, but we get it for free.
What a hassle driving, it's like
Yes,
$1
and
for a
carrying
bucket,
it.
but yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna use it by the buckets and dolly it over there, and another thing is, we're gonna just decorate the little area. I'm hoping to find a little bit of a, I don't know, plant or some table decor, maybe add a little blanket to the
You'll
thing
make it
to
look
look,
nice.
we're gonna make it look really cute. But either way, that's kind of what the project is, and it might be a cheap cost to buy a little decorative thing, but for the most part, the main parts of it are free, and we love that. We have other ideas written on the list of things where, okay, this week we're gonna do this, and sometimes we get sidetracked, and we're really glad, because sometimes that works out better. And now hopefully we'll have this little finished project that we can enjoy. So,
I'm excited about it, yeah.
I'm excited. So come along and join us, and feel free to grab a warm beverage and come watch our video this week. Tune in to see what we do with that space. I'm imagining it's going to look really adorable, and I'm excited about it. So I hope you are too. Let us know in the comments what you think of it.
Yeah, please. Enjoy.
Bye.
Good morning.
Morning.
So this is a garden bed right next to our pond, right near our brick walkway here that goes to our swing. We've got a pond and waterfall right here, but the this garden bed is kind of messy looking. We're thinking about digging up these plants and putting in a small brick patio area here. Maybe eventually putting in a bistro set with a couple of chairs, something like that. So we'll see what we can come up with.
Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. I know it's very frustrating with the traffic. Believe me, it's frustrating for me. And then I have the pond behind me. So I hope you can hear me. What I would like to do, so this week what we're doing is we're making this pond area where it's getting really, it's getting messy. It's things are just kind of growing downwards and sideways, and it's getting really cluttered. Some of the plants aren't doing as well. It just looks very messy. So what we're deciding to do is to pull all these out. We're going to transplant these black-eyed Susans and daisies. This whole area here, what we're doing is we're going to transplant them over to the apple tree area, which is on the other side of this walkway near our pond. And this area is going to be, we did find some free brick from Facebook Marketplace, not too far from our home. So we are going to put them here and kind of extend our walkway and to make a little patio. Some of these plants they're just not worthy of keeping. We have so much oregano on site that we're probably going to let go of the oregano. I might salvage some to dry it, but for the most part, I might even put some in a bouquet just to say we had it, but I think a lot of it will be gone. We have some random things, and I know my daughter would know, but I do forget what some of these are. But I wanted to say these were lemon balm, but they're, no. So these will probably be let go of. But some of the irises, we're going to try to put them on the hill without making a big thing about planting them to see if they take off. Sometimes they do, because they'll look pretty, but it's just too much. The thing about irises, folks, just keep in mind, they're really pretty, but they can really take over. They can get very aggressive, and they can just keep growing. They're absolutely lovely to look at, but they can be too much sometimes. They will keep spreading little babies everywhere, and I can show you through the years all the little babies that try to plant themselves everywhere. They're trying to do so in our pool, around our pool. So what we're going to do is pull this apart, and then when it's all emptied out, we're going to rake some of the mulch out of the way. We're going to leave a little spot to have like a marsh area in the pond, and then have it extend to outside of it to leave a little bit of that extension of that marsh area. We want to make a really nice home, a little oasis for our frogs that come every year, but also just kind of give us a little interest here with plants. But this basic area is going to be a little sitting area for us right near the pond. We're hoping it'll be as lovely as it is in our mind, but we have a big rock over here that we need to move. We're going to put it in our marshy area of the pond if it works well for the frogs, something that they can hop onto and feel they have a little respite. So here we go. We're going to get going. Jake, 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 Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Your turn. Holy cow, he did it.
It's leaving some of it behind.
That's okay.
Larry.
Wait, we can get some of it. Hi everyone.
Hi there.
So, we finished.
Yeah,
I am loving this. Are you not loving this, Jake?
I'm loving this.
Should I call you Gilligan?
Yes, because
Because of the ensemble. So Gilligan and I have done a really, I think a good job, honestly. I really, really love how it all came out. I hope you can hear us. We have our microphones on today because we're outside near the pond and the noisy traffic. We're at the hub of the hour in our town here where things get very loud. As you already know, all of you OG fans know that there's a lot of noise, a lot because we live on a main road. So apologize for that. So for all of our new subscribers, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate the support. Welcome.
welcome.
So, what did we do, Jake?
I don't know. we dug up. You'll see at the beginning of the video there are a ton of plants here. A lot of it we transplanted. A lot of it just sort of kind of weedy, just trying to. It looked really messy, and it wasn't worth having there. You know, we love plant life, but it's kind of just. You're probably like. You know, they're all kind of stealing nutrients from each other, kind of crowding the area. It was like, we kind of just have to do that. So we put them in better spots, I think. A little bit along the hill, a little bit around there. And, yeah, on a Facebook Marketplace, right?
Yep.
We found a bunch of free bricks. It was pretty much the exact amount we needed. We had one extra brick. And some of our own bricks we used because we had like pieces of bricks where it was kind of slanted, where it was kind of fit better because it's not a perfect rectangle, and it was just like perfect setup. It all worked out like really nicely, went much better than I expected it to. So we put that in. We tried to align it with this brick path here, swept some sand over it, and it looks, you know, pretty solid, I think.
It does. It looks really great. And you know, it's a little different from the other brick, but the old brick has been there for a while, so it's gotten wet. It has some moss in it, which I love. I'm definitely encouraging the moss, but it's a little darker, and sometimes bricks have a variation, but I really like the difference because you can see the separation. We also have it going a certain way, so it looks a little bit different. It's not just a continuity of the walkway, but I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw this out so you can be ready to be shocked. This whole thing was free except for these little guys that I bought today for $1.19 each from Walmart. So for $2.38 we did this entire patio. We did refresh our mulch, but I had a little left over on a Lowe's gift card and we were able to get that. So we got our 3 bags of mulch. We finished off the patio and put a couple of pumpkins there. So this project, $2.38. So if you have these laying around, you don't have to buy them at all. But we had a bamboo plant. We don't know how long the bamboo plant will be sitting out here because we're getting into fall. But this set here, this bistro set, we had bought it years ago on clearance, I believe from, oh gosh, a drugstore. And honestly, we were so excited when we had it, but then we didn't have the space for it. Our daughter took it over when she bought a home, and then we kind of took it back because she wasn't using it, and it got a little rusty from sitting outside and a little bit dirty. So we basically cleaned it up. I repainted with some spray paint to kind of refresh it. We had some stuff, like we had our plants and mums we just got a couple weeks ago. Our blanket, I would have liked to have gotten another blanket because I love blankets, but when I was thinking about the cost, I was really trying to keep this cheap or free, which we usually do. As you know, all of you who've been here for a while, you know we like free and cheap. So we used our own blanket. Everything here was so great. We just had these materials, like Jacob said, the bricks were free on Marketplace. Please utilize that resource if you have the ability to, because, and you know what, you don't always need a truck. We have a car, a small car, and we just don't need to have a huge truck to put things in a trunk. So it was little guy to come to say hi. Yeah, we forgot. We built a marsh in our pond.
Yeah, getting that one.
Go ahead, just explain it. Jake
Yeah.
did a lot of that work, so we'll let him explain.
Sure. It's a team effort. I just wanted to note that I think the blanket looks really nice though.
Thanks.
I think it worked out nicely.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah. And the key with our projects really is that, you use what we have or what we can find, So that was, really important with this one because the cost was very low. And the marsh was the same idea really. We already had our pond that we made, and then we just walled off an area by putting some rocks we already had, some big rocks.
We had big boulders from our property, so
Yeah.
we live on that kind of property, so we were lucky. We're very lucky.
Yeah, like our one of our resources that we have, we're very lucky is we just had a ton of boulders because we live like near a quarry. So we just had a bunch of free boulders that were just there in the yard. You've seen them. So yeah, which normally you pay a lot of money for, but sometimes just the circumstances of where you live can really help with projects. You might make different projects, but your space might have
Right, with different resources. Exactly. Use those resources, folks, because boy, can you create beautiful things. What an impact you can make with things on your property, with free items that you find, with hand-me-downs from people. There's so much you can do, and we really love to recycle. We're trying to better our planet, and honestly, we just love having vintage and pre-used items, especially when someone takes good care of something, and a lot of people do. And if they don't, if you're handy, you can fix things, you can repaint something, recover something. Yeah. I'm sorry, I went off track. So the marsh.
I did too. We both did.
The marsh.
That's our thing. We like to do that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, walled it off with some big rocks we had, boulders, and we already had some pond plants in there. We kind of just moved them. We put an iris in there.
Yeah, so iris is great for ponds. So we were able to take some from that. If you know iris, they really take over, and they're aggressive. They're beautiful, but they're aggressive. So we cleaned out, thinned out some areas, and placed it in.
Stuff around. Yeah, mostly moving stuff around. We got some dirt, put it in there, make it a marsh. And already we can see on one of the rocks of the marsh, he made like a sort of bridge, or two frogs sitting together. We're very lucky to get frogs here. They're my favorite animal. Yeah, so it's a nice marsh. I think it looks great. Am I missing anything you want to add?
No, we finished off with the mulch that I just told you about, but honestly, everything was here. We're getting towards the end of the season, so our plants aren't looking their very best because they're getting ready to kind of close up and die off for the season. But in the spring, we'll show you again, and we'll see new life to the irises, but we already love the look of it. But in the spring, everything's going to be really lush and glorious. But honestly, what it is now, even at the end of the season, I'm really loving it. So I am so grateful for my son because I cannot do these things by myself. My husband, I know, cannot wait. Paul cannot wait to get back to these projects. He has been essential with his advice and just sitting nearby giving us company and cheering us on, but also telling us how to do certain things. And we are learning things. It's really exciting. These are important skills to have. So if you have the ability to know somebody where you don't even have to take the class, you just know someone who could teach you something, utilize that. Maybe barter a little bit. My son was just saying that today, and I think it's a great idea. But anyway.
I like a bartering economy.
Yeah, why not? So anyway, wait for that truck to go by. So that's it, folks. This great project for $2.39 because of these pumpkins. If I just take these away, free. So, not a bad project for free. So, Jake, cheers.
Cheers.
Great job.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank you. So thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content and you're enjoying our channel, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you on our channel. If you like this particular video or any video, please press the thumbs up button for liking it. And remember the notification bell in the corner. We would love to, so you don't miss any videos. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Let us know where you're from. Let us know if you're enjoying our content or not, or if you're not. We'd love to know what we need to improve on. We thank you so much for all of your comments, your questions, your lovely banter, and for even subscribing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.